We will have sport in just a short while. Laura McGhee's with us tonight. Laura, what have you got?
Two managers, two teams facing a little bit of criticism in Scotland right now. The first, Celtic. Neil Lennon's been talking about the hysteria surrounding the club today, as well as that Gregor Townsend, the rugby head coach, Scotland's rugby head coach, has named 14 changes in his starting 15 for France.
They are warm-up games, I guess.
Yes, but that's a big statement to be making.
Yeah,
so we'll be talking about those two stories later on the sport. And of course, as you touched upon earlier, Danny Lennon, 50 years old, 11 years retired from football, made his Clyde debut last night. So we'll be speaking to him as well.
That was the picture of the day. It was absolutely...
If you want something done, do it yourself.
Well, he's put us all to shame, hasn't he?
There's hope. There's hope. That's what I got from it.
Thank you. Now, there's been a match. And here is Laura to tell us all about tonight's sport. Hi, Laura.
Hello, thank you very much, Rebecca. Good evening. Celtic manager Neil Lennon wants his players to ignore what he calls the negative hysteria around the club. After being knocked out of the Champions League, Celtic face AIK Stockholm tomorrow in the first leg of the Europa League playoffs. And amid discontent from some fans, Lennon is adamant he's happy with the club's recruitment process. Karadine Idsan reports.
BBC News.
Now, Rangers are also in Europa League action tomorrow. They take on Legia Warsaw in Poland. It's the first competitive meeting between the sides. Alistair Lamont and former Rangers striker Billy Dodds have been previewing the game for the Nine.
Well, Legia Warsaw are all 7 o'clock UK time.
Rugby now, and Scotland head coach Gregor Townsend says his side need no further reminders that lacklustre performances at the World Cup will be cruelly punished. Townsend has made 14 changes for Saturday's meeting with France at Murrayfield, following a heavy defeat to the same opposition last weekend. Andy Burke reports.
After the news, Murrayfield.
Finally, when you hear the phrase veteran midfielder, what age comes to mind? 35, 36? Well, what about 50? Last night, Clyde manager Danny Lennon rolled back the years, substituting himself onto the pitch for the final stages of his side's Glasgow Cup victory against Celtic Colts. Paul Barnes has been to meet him. Very impressive.
Good on him.
He goes to the gym every day, sometimes twice.
That's impressive, isn't it?
I feel embarrassed about myself in this.
I used to play in the Edinburgh Sunday Amateurs when I was younger in a pub league, and it was the old boys you were frightened of. If you did anything fancy, I mean, they're as hard as nails. If you did anything fancy, they're just going to batter you. So good on him.
Yes.
Good on him.
Hello, Chris.